Ethan Klein has been suspended on Twitter and it's a mess.
Hey Shelby Bells, it's Shelby. Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for tuning in for another video. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name's Shelby. I'm the crazy cat lady of the drama community here on YouTube. I bring you the tea 7 days a week with the help of my investigative research team, Mr. and Miss Kitty. Miss Kitty is the brains around here and Mr. Kitty is the face, which sometimes means that he brings us a little bit of clickbait. It's easy to forgive him because he's so cute. So if you like cats and you like tea, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. Don't forget that all Shelby Bells ring the bell.
Okay, let's get into this drama. So Ethan Klein was suspended on Twitter, you guys. And if you're not caught up in this drama, Elon Musk, if you've been living under a rock or you don't have Twitter or you just don't keep up with any of this stuff, he is like taken over being like the owner of Twitter or like whatever. He bought Twitter. And he's made some changes to the Twitter platform, which a lot of people that are public figures or whatever have a huge problem with. And the biggest change that he has made has been where he is making it to where anyone can purchase that the little check mark, the verified check mark, the blue check mark on Twitter for $8 a month. This has caused such an uproar with all the celebrities, public figures, political people, all these things, because they're saying now that anybody can just impersonate them, be a parody account of them. Political figures can, excuse me, they're saying that basically people can come in so easily now and impersonate them, act like they are them, but they're not. They pay $8 a month to get the blue check mark, and people will be none the wiser, right? And I think that they have a point with that. The point was so that, like, if you had a blue check mark, it means you were verified. Being verified is very important for like social media figures and political people and celebrities and all of those things, because when you're verified, it means that they verify your identity. It means that they are you. So it's a huge problem on Twitter for a lot of celebrities and stuff, for people to impersonate them, and then all of a sudden they're saying all these horrible things, and then people think that it's the person, but it's not. It's somebody impersonating them, and you can see how that could be like really problematic for a lot of like celebrities and especially like political figures and all of that, right? Well, it's a huge controversy, the $8 checkmark thing. I think for the everyday person, they might be thinking, oh, okay, cool, yeah, I'll just pay my $8 to have my check mark and it verifies my identity, and then we move on, right? To celebrities and stuff, it's a whole bigger thing, and the vast majority of them are not happy. They're so unhappy, in fact, that a lot of people, Ethan Klein included, have done this thing where they're like, okay, I'll show you what it's like to have your account impersonated, which is the biggest risk that comes from allowing anybody to have this blue check mark. So what they're doing is they are, it is a lot of celebrities, Kathy Griffin, Ethan Klein, there's a lot of them out there, right? They are turning their Twitter accounts into Elon Musk parody accounts, right? And Elon said himself, he said, you will not be, like, if you are caught being a parody account of somebody else without like saying you're a parody account or whatever, then like you're gonna get banned from Twitter, right? Well, he said you can avoid this, but you have to specifically state that you are a parody account on your Twitter, and that, like, where it's very easy to see. You follow these rules that he set, and then you're good to be a parody account if you want. And if you buy your blue check mark, you can still have your blue check mark next to your parody account name, but it's going to be clear to people that want to look at your stuff to say that you are a parody account, right? Ethan Klein decided to go through all the steps, even say that he was a parody account and do all of these things to make himself an Elon Musk Twitter parody thing to, mock Elon and everything he's doing. And he still was banned on Twitter. And that is causing a lot of stuff. It's causing a lot of drama. He's very upset about it. He sent out messages saying like, hey, follow the H3 podcast on Twitter in case, my personal Twitter gets deleted. At least you can follow the H3 podcast one. And it's been this huge thing, right? So, Ethan Klein did all of that. But here's the thing. I think that Ethan Klein was targeted by Elon Musk or the people at Twitter because of the things Ethan Klein was tweeting out were really controversial and really nasty in regards to just Ghislaine Maxwell, who is like the Jeffrey Epstein, like mistress person lady or whatever. And you just can't say, I don't know. I feel like he just took it too far. And that's why he ended up getting banned. Ethan Klein does this a lot where he, teeters on the fence of what's acceptable to say and what's not acceptable to say. He pushes the limits a lot. He pushes boundaries. He pisses off the wrong people. And then he tends to like to complain and cry when things don't go his way or when he actually has to suffer consequences for his actions. He's been suspended on YouTube so many times because he pushes the boundaries. He pushes the terms of service. He pushes what's allowed and what's okay to be done on YouTube. He does the same with Twitter. And then when he gets suspended or whatever, it's not the first time he's been suspended on Twitter, I think. And he always complains and cries about it. Now, he did go through all of the necessary steps to say he was a parody account of Elon Musk and all of these things, blah, 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 blah. But and here's the thing, you guys, is what he was tweeting out while being this parody account too offensive, crossing the lines too much, crossing boundaries too much, to where the content that he was tweeting is what got him suspended on Twitter, and not the fact that he was the Elon Musk parody account. And I feel like it's probably that situation. Now, Elon Musk, I don't know, he could just be out here, like fighting back and pressing back against all these people, because he also banned Kathy Griffin from Twitter for becoming a parody account of him or whatever. But I don't know the details on if she had said that she was a parody account or not, or if she was just, posing as him on Twitter. I don't really know the details of that one. It could be that Elon Musk is going out here, clapping back at celebrities and public figures for doing this, or it could be that, he's just out here being a hater. I don't know. I feel like Ethan Klein will probably get his Twitter back. I think it was just suspended, not banned. So I feel like he will get it back. I don't know how long these bans normally last. I feel like sometimes it's a few days, sometimes it's a week, whatever. But I do know that, when you get reported on Twitter and you end up losing your account for some reason, you do get it back within some time if you adhere, most of the time, if you adhere to the rules that Twitter gives you in order to get your account back. So they might make him delete some of the posts, they might make him do, I don't know, whatever it is to get his account back. But I do feel like he probably will be able to get his account back at some point. But I don't know. I think it's funny how a lot of celebrities are pushing back against this whole changes with Twitter. I understand where they're coming from to an extent, but I also understand like the general population's opinion, I guess. It's like, it's $8 a month, like you can afford that, why don't you just pay it? And I don't think everything's about money though, and I think that's what a lot of these public figures and celebrities are saying about this Twitter thing, is that this particular thing is not about money. It's $8 a month, like, yeah, these people can afford it, whatever, it's nothing to them. It's more about the principle of situation of their identities being, put in question, and, for certain political people, there are, different agendas being pushed out by these quote unquote parody accounts of them, that I feel like I can understand why some of these public figures think it's dangerous. I also think some of them are just pissed because for such a long time, and I mean for such a long time on Twitter, it was like this blue check mark was everything. Like, you had to have your blue check mark. It's kind of like Instagram, where like you're verified on Instagram. Being verified on Twitter is like a big deal to these public figures. It's like a clout statement, all of these things, right? So I don't know, I guess we'll see what happens with Ethan Klein and getting his Twitter back. I definitely do think he will get his Twitter back at some point. And I think it's funny how all these celebrities are parodying Elon Musk and doing all this stuff. I think it's funny that they're clapping back in that way. I don't know. Twitter has been a weird place the past couple days, ever since all these changes started taking place. And it was once a place where I went to find a lot of my receipts, a lot of my tea, a lot of my stuff like that. Miss Kitty loves going on Twitter to find the receipts. So does Mr. Kitty. He loves going on Twitter to find the receipt. But we'll see what the future holds for that whole thing, and if it continues to be a place that's going to be good for that, or if the platform just dies. I feel like you know what? If a lot of these prominent public figures decided to stop using Twitter, it's going to like lose a lot of what it's like appeal was, I feel like, to a lot of people, and so maybe Twitter will fall off. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. But anyway, let me know in the comment section down below what you think about Elon Musk suspending Ethan Klein's Twitter account or what have you. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about that. Do you think Ethan Klein deserved to get banned on Twitter or suspended or whatever? Do you think he's gonna get it back in no time? Let me know what you think about that. I'd love to hear from you. And that's gonna be it for today's video, you guys. If you did enjoy it, make sure you give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel down below. Don't forget to ring the bell so you're notified of all my future videos when they do post. Remember that all Shelby bells ring the bell. And yeah, guys, if you enjoyed today's video, YouTube should be suggesting a couple more down here for you to choose from, so I'd love it if you did that. And aside from that, I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.